Ash. If you're new to my channel, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this eye look. Definitely feeling it. I think it's a really good Valentine's Day look or a nice, date look. We are 1 month away from Valentine's Day. So let me show you how to achieve this while I tell you a story time of when my crush slept with a girl during my birthday party. So get your tea, get your cafecito, take out your makeup, let's get ready, and let's get into the story. I'm hoping that this kind of zoom in is more than enough because I tend to go out of frame most of the time. So we're just going to test it out this way. But boy, don't we have a lot to say. This is going to be a little get ready with me story time edition because you know how relevant it is 1 month away from Valentine's Day. So let's just, oh, I was about to do the wrong eye. Yes, I already did one eye because honestly, I didn't know what look I wanted to do. So I kind of just went with the flow, and now I'm going to pray that this eye comes out like this one. Most likely they'll be step cousins, but that's totally what I'm used to. But let's get into the story time. So I am an LA girl, but I did move to Washington State, and I lived there for about 3 years. Now, when I moved to Washington State, I started doing the whole dating thing. I mean, I was young. I was maybe, I don't know, 22 or around there. And I had matched with this guy. And then honestly, I don't know if this was Tinder or what dating app, because your girl has done almost every single dating app. It's kind of embarrassing or whatnot. I'm going in with my favorite P. Louise base for the eyes. This is in Rumour 02. Oh my, I think I put way too much. Okay, I'm just going to dab this on. So yeah, this took place in Washington State. And I had matched with that guy. And it's funny because I think we only talked for about a day. Literally about a day. But we exchanged social media names and all. So we had each other on social media, but we didn't talk at all. And my best friend went to work one day and she got a new coworker, and let's call her Samantha. So Samantha started working with my best friend, and she had asked hey, is Ashley single? Because me and my partner are gonna have a roommate, and I don't want this dude to be bringing up strangers into my house and disrespect my house. I don't want that. So I kind of want to set him up with somebody. So my best friend was yeah girl, Ashley's single. This JH35 brush from Morphe. I'm going to go in with this NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. And I'm going to go in with this color. That's going to be, I don't know what that was, but we're going to be putting that all over the crease. So yes, Ashley is single and she is ready to mingle. Well, so Samantha goes and tells, and let's call my crush Caleb. Samantha tells Caleb about me. She doesn't even say my name. She just, describes me because, I was really into makeup and, I'm very pretty and whatnot. And immediately this dude says, oh, you're talking about Ashley. Girl. Caleb ends up messaging me talking about oh, Samantha's over here trying to hook me up with you or whatnot. And how funny, how small is the world? I would have never thought, oh, I'm actually going to meet this dude. I mean, granted, where I lived, it was a small island and it's a military town. So it's really hard to date because a lot of these people are, they already have families, they're married, and some of them are single and just gross. I just didn't think that I was actually going to meet this guy. But how funny that now, she's roommates with Samantha. So I'm just going to continue to put this all over the eyes, and as you can see, I started off by just focusing more on the outer part, kind of creating a V shape, and it's totally okay if it looks messy because we will clean it up after. So yeah, Samantha, she tried to be Cupid. Well, me and that guy had been talking on and off, literally. On and off. He would be interested and want to take me on a date, but he was kind of all talk, you can say. But me and my best friend throughout this time became actually really good friends with Samantha and her partner, and we just kept going over to their house. So awkwardly, I would see him all the time. So it was a weird situationship while we had a good relationship with Samantha and her partner. with the JH34 brush, I'm going to grab these color right here. That one right there. So yeah, my best friend decides, hey, I want to throw you a surprise birthday party. And I'm putting quotations because I was fully aware about this party that she was trying to throw me. And keep in mind, I actually suffer with anxiety and depression, and sometimes it's seasonal. So particularly during the holidays, and my birthday's in January, so it's like right beginning of the year, you know, the holidays are passing, that it really hits me the most, especially when I lived in Washington. It was really rough because it was a huge transition for me from LA, living with my family, to like being with my best friend, but like being alone and having to grow up and make money and, you know, responsibilities and whatnot. But yeah, she wants to throw me a surprise party. Well, my best friend's friend from LA decides that she wants to visit her during the weekend of my birthday party. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I mean, I don't know her, but shoot, like, yeah, that's fine. And of course you can attend. Why would I say no? You know, I love my best friend. She can invite whoever she wants. Like, I trust her. It's going to be really hard for me to multitask here, but I'm going to use this JH34, which is a flat little brush. And I'm going to grab this color here, which is a black. And I'm going to go ahead and start creating that liner effect. Because yes, I did use a shadow to create this, but I really need to focus. So I don't know if I'm going to talk or, you know, do the whole thing. But it is my birthday party day. And honestly, I don't remember if I had to work or not, because I used to work at Walgreens during that time, and I do specifically remember that before going to the party, I was in the parking lot of Walgreens for a very long time. And what I mean by very long time is because I was actually 2 to 3 hours late to my surprise party. I was literally getting text messages. I was getting calls of like, where are you? Like, are you almost here? And I was just not in the mood. I didn't want to go, you guys. I didn't. But I forced myself, and I was like, you know what? These people showed up for you. Your best friend, you know, did this for you. Like, just, at least just show up. Just show up. Because I don't know what it was, but when I lived in Washington State, I hated to drink. Like, I didn't want to drink. I was such a, like, Debbie Downer, you can say. I was just not in the mood. I didn't want to do anything. I don't know. I don't know what it was about Washington State that just had me feeling some kind of way. Point is that I finally end up showing up to the birthday party 2 to 3 hours late, and everybody's obviously drunk, and I honestly don't blame them. I mean, I was so late to my party, and they're like wanting me to catch up with them, and I'm like, no, I'm not feeling it. No, I do not want to do this, sir. No, thank you. This is a JH40 brush. It doesn't have anything. I'm just gonna start blending this out very so lightly, just so that it looks nice and cool. I'm really hoping, like I said, that these match. But yeah, where were we? So yeah, we're at the party, and then, you know, the night is going on. I'm gonna grab a little bit of black with the brush that I currently have, and a lot went down that day. So being that it is a military town, you know, there's a lot of consequences for things. And I mean, overall, you should not drink and drive, period, right? Well, one of our friends decides that he wants to go home, and well, everybody went after him, and there was like this argument because obviously they didn't want him to drink and drive, because even though he seemed fine, like if he were to get pulled over, he can get dropped because of this stupid decision that he's making, you know? So everybody was like, you know, arguing with him about not leaving and whatnot. So he comes back inside, and that was the end of that argument. But that was very eventful already. Then later on during the night, one of our friends decides to come out of the closet. That was also very like, wait, what is happening right now? An argument. Somebody came out of the closet. Like, what is this eventful day on my birthday party? Like, what is going on? Some of this e.l.f. concealer. This is the 16-hour camo concealer in light beige. I'm going to put some in the back of my hand. And then with a small flat concealer brush, we're going to go ahead and clean up the eyelid area for that eyelid shade. So, I keep wanting to do this eye. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm going to clean this up. So yeah, so far a very, very eventful night, you can say. Because like what? Like why? Out of all the days And like constantly Samantha at her house, it was like the kickback house, you can say. We would have just like little chill, you know, days during the weekend, nights during the weekend. It wasn't it wasn't crazy. Wow, that took me a while to come out. It wasn't like a crazy thing. It was just, you know, regular people, nothing crazy. Like it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't like a rage or anything like that. Like I don't know how to explain it. Point is, why? Why on my birthday do we have to have all this eventful situation happening? But then what happens is that I hear a group of people talking about how, oh, I think Caleb is having you know what in his room. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? I mean, Caleb did disappear, but I didn't think anything of it. I just thought maybe he's just being moody like me and went to his room. Because obviously, the party was at Samantha's house. Caleb is their roommate. He's gonna be there because every single time we hang out on the weekends or we're not, he's there. Like, it's no biggie, you know? But I'm like, oh my gosh, Caleb is having the delicioso on my birthday party. Like, what is happening? Now with a flat brush, I'm gonna grab this color right here that we're gonna put on the eyelid shade. So yeah, I'm very like shooked that Caleb is doing the delicioso during my birthday party. And it turns out that he was doing the delicioso with my best friend's friend from LA who came down to visit. So I was like, okay, pop off, sis. Miss Traveler here is having a good old time. But I wasn't upset at the girl at all. Trust me. It was just more like, wait, what? What is happening? So, I mean, that was like the phrase of the freaking night, honestly. What is happening? Because what it was happening. Well, then my best friend decides, you know what, like, I want to go home. Like, I'm tired. I want to go home. So I'm like, go get your friend, girl. Like, you're going to go home, go get your friend. And she was like, nah. Like, she knows what she's doing. She can come outside. So I was like, before you leave, like, I cannot let you leave when this girl is, one, visiting. So, not that you're responsible for her, but, like, at least give her the option. Let her know that you're going to leave and if she wants to go home. Because then that means she'll be sleeping with a stranger. I mean, she already had, you know, she already did the delicioso with a stranger. But still, like, you know, just out of courtesy. I don't know. That's just how I felt. So, guess what I did next? I have no idea if the camera's going to capture that or not, but my dog is next to me and he's snoring. But now to add the beautiful glitter, I am using the Artist Couture. This is called like Spotlets Glitz, something like that. I'm going to be using this fluffy brush. This is the Morphe 433 brush. Now, don't come after me. I know there's a lot of drama going on right now with Morphe, but this is all the makeup that I've been having for so long. I'm not just going to toss it away right now. I am looking into buying new brushes because honestly, all my brushes are like technically like 99% Morphe because they were inexpensive and yeah. So give me a little bit of time. But anyways, I'm going to put some of that glitz by doing like this in the brush. And then I am going to be using the Rare Beauty setting spray. Just going to spray it like this. And then we're going to put it on the eye. So, what did I do? Because I am such a nice person, I decide, well, I'm going to go get her then. Because she needs to go home or she needs to decide what she wants to do. Again, I was about to go for that eye. So I go to Caleb's room. And the door isn't closed. So I push the door open. And I'm like, hi, Caleb. Lucy's gonna go home. That's my best friend. And I need to know if the girl wants to... I don't even... Like, honestly, I didn't even know the friend's name because I didn't spend much time with her. But I'm like, I need to know if LA girl wants to go home or not. So he's like, alright, I'll ask her. So then I go back to the living room because that's where everybody was just chilling. Most people already left. Like, literally, like, most people left. We waited for so long. My best friend was like, I'm gonna leave. So my best friend dips. And I'm just chilling there like, okay, well, what do I do? Like, I'm what do I do? Because I'm trying to go home now too. I'm tired. I want to sleep in my bed. So, I go again. I'm going to grab a little bit more of that glitter. I go again. And I'm like, hey, so what does LA girl want to do? He's like, oh, she's sleeping. She's sleeping right now. So I'll ask her. So then I just like walk away, and I'm in the living room literally thinking to myself, like, what do I do? Because I'm not going to sit here all night for this girl to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to leave. With this Anastasia brush, this is the 825. I'm going to grab again the same color that we put on the eyelid. But this time, we're going to put it on the actual brow bone just to, you know, make sure everything looks together. That it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and do some of my face makeup and then come back and finish off the eyes. I am back and I'm looking like a ghost. And honestly, I have bad news. I don't remember where I left off with the story, so I'm going to be a little bit repetitive. So I'm going to get the JH40 brush. I'm going to use the second color that I used, which is that like brownish red. And I'm going to use that to smoke out my lower lash line. But quick recap, because honestly, like I said, I don't know where I left off. But point is, my birthday party was at Samantha's house, and that's where Caleb also lives. And a lot of things happened that night. There was a fight because, you know, no drinking and driving. One of our friends came out of the closet, and then a group of people were saying, hey, Caleb is having the delicioso in his room. Turns out with LA girl. Then my best friend decides that she wants to leave, and I'm telling her, girl, no, you go get your friend. She's like, she knows what she's doing, and that just didn't sit well with me. So then I go, and I open Caleb's room, and, well, the door was open, so I just pushed it open, and then I ask, like, I'm gonna go. Does she wanna go? And he's like, I'll ask her right now. Go back to the living room, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. My best friend had already left, and I waited some more, and then I finally went to go ask again, like, hey, is LA girl wanted to go home? And he's like, she's sleeping right now. I'll ask her. So then eventually I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go. Because you were supposed to ask her, like, what, 45 minutes ago? So I go home and he drops her off in the AM. And it's just, like, weird. Like, I didn't know how to feel. I did end up talking to the girl. And, like, I feel like I shouldn't have. But I didn't say anything, like, mean or bad. Like, she had no idea. I was not upset at her whatsoever because, like I said, she had no clue at all about anything. So I just felt weird. I felt to a certain extent disrespected by him. Like, how are you gonna, you know, say you want to take me out and that you're like interested in whatever, and then you do that. Like, I know that at that time we weren't talking, like, we weren't in a relationship or anything. Like, he has the right to go out with whoever he wants and stuff. But it just felt like a slap in the face because you did that, like, during my birthday. You know, like, that is just so shady. I mean, am I wrong for feeling that way? From here, you just put on mascara, some lashes, some lipstick, and you're done. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Here is the final look. I'm loving this sparkly eye, aren't you? I feel like it's like a little smoky, but it's subtle at the same time, like super wearable. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm really digging it. Really digging it. Also, I don't even know, is this the first video? No, I don't. This is not the first video that I do with my hair. I'm definitely digging it. You know, darken it up a little bit. Definitely feeling it myself right now. It looks really, really good. But let me tell you, it is 1 month away from Valentine's Day. And if you don't have a little somebody, don't worry about it, sweetheart. It's all about self-love. Take care of yourself. Mejor sola que mal acompañada. Always and forever. I really hope that you liked this tutorial. If you did, and make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do upload beauty, fashion, lifestyle videos Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So if you're into that content, make sure to subscribe. Comment down below, let me know. Do you guys like this look or any other type of videos you guys want me to do? If you guys want to do more makeup tutorials with some stories, because I got stories for days, let me know. I love to interact with you. You're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and not Snapchat. I'm not on that right now. Instagram or TikTok. I post little previews of what I'm filming and all that good stuff. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.